Hi.
Get to the right place.
Sure, we got our chat set up. Welcome in, everybody. Hi. We're gonna set up the chat and okay.
Milk.
Ooh, that little baggie over there on the table has the mic in it,
Little bag.
so we don't echo a whole bunch on the desk.
Oh, on the desk.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Yeah.
We are here talking about okay, it's Tinfoil Hat Tuesday because none of these claims can be, I don't know, proven,
Yeah.
confirmed.
Just rumors, really.
Rumors, right?
Rumor.
But paranormal activity at Universal.
Okay.
Right, hang on, let me get the
It's
mic
gonna be a
set
little
up.
weird. Hold on.
Okay.
1 second. Boop. All right. Is that working?
I think that's good. All right, so paranormal activity at Universal Studios Hollywood and Universal Studios Orlando. Yeah. Who wants to begin?
I kind of want to be like, oh, here's my notes. Let's see here. I was told to notify a person when we go live, so I'm doing that right now.
Oh yeah, make sure we get everybody in here.
Yeah.
We are live. Hey Angie, welcome in. We're gonna be talking about some kind of creepy things today. So if you're not a fan of that, go ahead and skip on over to one of our other vlogs. Yeah, I mean it is paranormal activity. We're gonna talk about how people have died and stuff like that. So
I mean, it's not like the movie Paranormal Activities, but more
no, but I mean
like what people have saw.
What people have seen, how people have died. If you're not into that, sorry. We have very family-friendly videos elsewhere. So yeah. This probably won't be one of them.
If your little one loves ghosts.
Yeah, listen. Oh, Angie said she's got her 10 hat ready.
All right, well then we're all in this together.
We're all
like High School Musical. Oh wait, I was too early. All right.
You want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so we each found 3 legends, 3 rumors, 3 hauntings, and we didn't really tell a whole lot to each other about them. So
we're both gonna be kind of like, what? Really?
Yeah.
What?
It'll be funner this way, I think.
Yeah, we decided to go to a cafe earlier and do a little bit of research. Had a little bit of drink. It was nice, cool. Doing some research, yeah. But yeah, I'm getting started.
Yeah, you go first.
Oh, I'm going first. All right. So the first one is Back to the Future,
which is not at Universal anymore.
It is not, but some team members, how it went was a couple of team members had gotten crushed. Should we drink every time you say dead?
Maybe died. Maybe died. Or door closing by itself. Because that was a recurring theme. Maybe drink every time.
Probably died. We were going to be drunk by then. But, so, all right. So, let's get started. So, what it was that back when it was open, a couple of team members had gotten crushed while the ride was moving. And,
like they were on the ride doing like a test run, or?
I'm assuming it had to be when the test run was happening, because that's the only way I could think that how they got crushed.
Or like at the load entrance.
So from what they didn't really go into details of where they got crushed. It just said that he got crushed. So I'm just gonna assuming when they're doing the test runs that day or when some maintenance was going on.
Okay.
But one of the things was a couple of team members heard some whistling.
Whistling?
Whistling on the ride, like somebody like.
Oh, like somebody whistling, not like a whistle.
Not whistle, but no, they heard somebody whistling on the ride.
Okay.
And they all refused to go on the ride alone, to make sure everything was good, properly working, because on the cameras, it showed that there was a guy riding it. But
That's like on the Tower of Terror that we talked about.
Exactly. Like, some of these stories are, like, similar to what we've talked about in the past.
Okay.
And it makes me wonder, are ghosts, like, is that a thing? Like, if you die on a ride, do you just ride?
You just ride the ride?
Like, is that what it is?
I think
like,
so.
You're hunting it, at least
because one of mine, well, he didn't die at the ride, but yeah.
No, he didn't die?
No, mine didn't.
He survived? This is the only one that...
No, like, he did... I'll explain it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah. So that's pretty much with the Back to the Future. You want to keep it going back and forth?
So both team members were crushed and died in the actual building.
In the actual building. And which led to them, I guess you can say, the haunting.
Wait, so what... I was not a 90s Universal kid. I was a 90s Disney kid. So where is Back to the Future? Like, what is it now?
It's The Simpsons.
Okay.
The Simpsons replaced Back to the Future.
So
it's in that
do
building.
The Simpsons have problems now?
Oh, that's one thing I did not do the research on was The Simpsons. I should have looked into that one.
I mean, because I've only been in there once, and I've ridden it once. I didn't feel anything weird in there.
Well,
so
they said the ride mechanics is similar to Back to the Future. So while this was going on, like it's pretty much just a simulation where like just.
So they were underneath the vehicle.
I'm assuming that's what it was.
Because doesn't The Simpsons like lift you up a little bit?
Well, that's what the screens made you feel like you were being lifted up. So I mean, I couldn't really quite tell you if that's exactly what was going on, but they were crushed while this was happening, and so I'm assuming it has to be somewhere in the ride. I don't know. I'm not quite sure about that one.
All right, my turn. The first one I came across, I just started researching like I think it was haunting at Universal, and do you know what came up over and over again and why it's so hard to find Universal rumors? Because it's all HHN. Every time we would search for anything, it was like Halloween Horror Nights, and I'm like, no, actual horror.
Yeah.
But I found Frank Stites. Okay, so this is a long story.
All right.
In late summer of 2015, John Murdy, and he had someone named Casey with him. They were trying to bring back HHN to Universal Hollywood, so they were scouting the backlot tour for a terror tram experience. Like, they were just getting it ready, seeing where they could put some jump scares, where they could put some extra stuff, you know. And John heard some he called it diabolical giggling. And he bolted and left Casey.
That would have been me.
I was like, where are you going? He was like, if you see me running.
That would have been me.
2015? Yes. It does make it a little creepier. Yeah, so Casey followed him and was like, you know, what's wrong? Come on, let's go back, you know, and so John was like, okay, all right, fine, we'll go back. Maybe I imagined it. They went back and they both heard it, and then they both took off.
So let me get it straight. He heard the giggling, right? And then he was like,
Casey didn't hear it the first time.
Okay, but he heard the giggling and then just took off running.
Right.
Like bolted because he heard it.
Right.
But then it was like, oh, okay, well then, yeah. So that way you can hear it too. Let's both go back together.
Well, no, I think he made fun of him a little bit. Like, Casey made fun of John a little bit. And he was like, oh, you big scary guy. Because this was like the guy that they recruited to bring back Halloween Horror Nights. Been a horror fan since he was like 5 years old. Nothing can scare him. He scares everybody else. So Casey was like, what are you doing? You know?
First of all, if you'd have ran, he don't get scared of anything. There's no way I'm going back anyway.
Okay, so the next day, word got out what happened.
My espresso is crashing on me.
Your espresso?
Yeah. I had some espresso earlier and it's like coming down.
It's coming down?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next day, word got out what happened. And, you know, a lot of people were like, oh, man, you know, not John. John can scare everybody else. He doesn't get scared, you know. But one by one, people started to be like, yeah, but, you know, also, I might have seen this and thought it was just me. And then someone else was like, I also heard laughing and thought it was just me. And it turns out a lot of people have heard the giggling or laughing or seen someone actually wandering around, a man in an aviator costume, like an old-timey early 1900s aviator costume. So John was like, perfect. I'm going to go research this because I know I heard giggling, I know I was freaked out, and I know we both ran, and I know that other people have seen this too. So I guess he searched and searched for a long time. Basically, he found the story of Frank Stites. So, opening celebration of Universal City, which happened in 1915. It was not Universal Studios, then it was Universal City. You would pay $0.25 to come inside and watch them make silent films. They closed it down shortly after because silent films weren't a thing. They needed the sound. It was too noisy with all the people, so they closed it down. The second day of the opening ceremony, Stites was gonna fly a plane overhead and he was gonna drop a payload on his enemy. It was just like a bundle of like cloth. It wasn't a real bomb. They had a dummy plane set up that had explosions attached to it and everything.
Like my kind of thing.
Yeah, it was kind of like a Indiana Jones stunt thing, like, you know, where stuff blows up but it doesn't really blow up, except the dummy plane actually like blew up. Shrapnel went everywhere. And what they're thinking was that it jostled Frank in his plane. It was one of those biplanes where it was like 2 wings, 2 cockpits with like open, no safety, anything. They're thinking that the explosion like pushed him out of his seat. He lost control of the plane. The plane started to go down, and they're thinking he either jumped trying to save himself or the plane just like flipped him out.
Oh my gosh.
And he landed, and the official report says that his spinal cord went through his skull. Yeah, and then his plane crashed.
I'll never be a pilot.
They ended the celebration, obviously, and sent everybody home, and Frank was forgotten about.
Wait, you don't just see somebody fall out of a plane.
Like there was no memorial to this guy, because they didn't want a second day of our opening celebration and someone dies to be their legacy. So they were like, oh no, we're so sorry, Frank, and then hush hush after that. They just let him die.
Again, these are all rumors.
So they're thinking that Frank was the guy walking around the back lots, freaking people out because nobody remembered him and he wanted somebody to remember him. So, coming back to 2015, let's see, John, I know, no wonder he's hanging out, right? Yeah, everybody forgot about him, and he's like, hey, what about me? So John was like, okay, I think this is who it is. I think we've got it narrowed down. He took a dummy, made like a memorial to him, and on the backlot tour, there was a memorial to Frank Stites because of John. And the sightings stopped. No one ever heard giggling ever again.
So John stopped the creepiness from happening.
The king of horror stopped the actual haunting on the backlot.
I ain't gonna lie, if I was Mr. Stites, I would probably too come back and haunt everybody there. Because how you gonna forget me? You just fell out of the plane.
Well, what's funny is that was 100 years later. Because he died in 1915, and this was 2015.
Oh, he made sure somebody was gonna.
So he was like, "It's been 100 years."
He's gonna make sure somebody remembered him.
Right.
I would too.
Ignoring someone's awful death is a good reason to ghost them. You are correct.
I'm coming back for everybody.
All right, that was my first one.
All right, that was your first one.
All right, what's your second one?
So, how this one working out is, it ties in.
Okay.
1 second. Gotcha. All right, so we're gonna start with confrontation. Confrontation.
The Kong, right?
I am struggling.
They used to be in the Mummy Building.
Yes, in the Mummy Building. So I started it was a maintenance worker named Whitaker. He fell to his death. Huh? Is Whittaker?
You said Whitaker?
Whitaker.
Okay.
Because
Confrontation was like suspended from the ceiling, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. So he fell to his death near the part of the ride where the video is filmed. Now, it is one of those other things where no one will get on the ride because, again,
you started seeing him.
They're seeing him on the ride.
Dang.
On the camera that they can see. So they all said no, we're not doing this. Well, also, let me find my words here. But also, in different cues of the ride, they can smell this random smell of like a banana, and
banana.
it's like in different parts you could smell. I guess they like put some like kind of banana scent throughout the queue and stuff like that.
In Confrontation.
Yeah, in Confrontation.
Okay.
But
that's not something they would carry over to the Mummy though.
You would think.
But people say they smell bananas.
But yes, so now moving on to a banana. I don't know. I didn't get to ride Confrontation. I wish I could have, but I didn't.
So they were trying to but it was on purpose in Confrontation.
Confrontation.
The banana smell was on purpose.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So now moving on into Revenge of the Mummy. Now this is carrying on. Yes, in different parts of the queue, they could smell the scent of a banana.
I'm gonna go through the queue like.
No, but this is like
what is that lady
all this
doing?
seems to be happening before things open up.
Oh, like early in the morning.
Right, okay. Or like while it's being worked on. So.
Oh, I wonder if they're having any issues right now because it's closed.
Look, so I'm jumping back and forth a little bit. Right before the Mummy opened up, they somehow a wire just ignited, just mysteriously ignited.
A wire?
Yes.
Okay.
So during the construction of it, before it opened up,
Angie says, "Do not sniff."
It won't be me.
That's my guilty pleasure, Angie. How did you know?
I'm gonna be walking in front of her, and she's gonna be like,
but, "Are you real? Or are you a ghost? Because you smell like bananas."
Right. So let's make sure I got the story straight. So they claim to have saw him riding the vehicle near the upload station, and then
upload station.
The upload station. So when they meant by upload station,
that's where you load the ride.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they saw him there, and then they also saw him in other parts of the ride, but also I guess on security cameras they could see him walking through various parts of the queues. So there's that, and this is why I'll never be a security guard for a theme park. Not at night. I can do it during the day, but I cannot do it. I cannot do a graveyard shift at night. No, I refuse.
Did I tell you the story of when our manager was a security guard for Disney at Animal Kingdom?
Which manager?
The one that we both really like, not the general manager.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Did I tell you that story?
No.
Can I interrupt you for a minute?
Go ahead.
There was a huge storm. I hope he has a mask on.
Jeez.
There was a huge thunderstorm with tornado warnings and everything. And this guy was a security guard for Animal Kingdom. And they had them in huts, basically, to make sure that the animals that were out were okay. And, nobody was trespassing. Basically just, like, watching everything. Super boring. Kind of like, the way he described it was like a porta potty. And so the storm moved through, and nobody evacuated them. And he said he was in there like this, like, oh
gosh. What?
And nobody came to rescue him. Okay, anyway, carry on.
What?
He said he almost got blown away by a tornado. I was like,
all right, well,
I don't think I would work there anymore.
I wouldn't. Again, this goes back. I just wouldn't be a security guard. No, I couldn't do it
because of all the creepy stuff.
Yeah. Okay,
so Revenge of the Mummy has a banana smell in the queue.
Yeah. So it has a banana smell in the queue, according to the team, the team members. So I never smelled it, but
I haven't. But I feel like walking through the queue, you're already creeped out a little bit. I'm not really looking for smells. Hey, in the pit, how you doing?
We love, baby.
So going through the queue, you're already creeped out a little bit because it's like, whoa.
Right. So it's I don't know. It's like, does it happen at a certain time? Like all this paranormal stuff, does it happen?
I feel like it happens after or before. Because if it happened during, you've got so many people in the queue that are just, and that, I imagine they got a lot of smells in that hot Florida air. Listen, those masks save you. I don't care what anybody says.
Think. I'm trapping all that.
If you can smell someone through the mask, you better stay your 6 feet away.
Well, I hope they're not behind me. No, I was kidding. I don't crop dust anybody. I do not crop dust anybody.
Unless they hit you in the ankle with a stroller.
Well, except for my best friend. I mean, who comes down during HHN. That's probably the only person I'll ever crop dust. But that's about it.
All right. Anything else happen on the mummy besides banana smell?
No. No, other than the random smell of bananas.
There's something about a wire.
Yes, about the wire. Because I have to make sure I get this right.
Okay. So,
during the construction, an electrical fire was mysteriously ignited, delaying the opening of the ride. So, I'm assuming there was a delay. At the time, like, I really want to look this up, research, like, was there really a delay in this ride? And if there was, it's because of the wire being ignited over there.
Wait, so when was it supposed to open?
Someone actually gave the date of the ride opening.
Okay.
I need to research the ride opening. But yeah, it was delayed. And
did anybody die in that electrical fire?
No. Nobody. Just
okay.
They're assuming it was Mr. Whitaker, who was from Confrontation, who fell to his death.
Who didn't want anybody else in that building.
Right.
He was like, no,
right.
I've had peace and quiet for so long.
My man went around scaring everybody. That's what it was.
Dang.
He figured that was his move.
All right. So we're going to go to Lon Chaney back over in Hollywood. Lon Chaney is one of the star of many of Universal's original like monster movies. You know when you go into the Hollywood horror makeup show?
Okay.
And they show that guy on the screen?
Mm-hmm.
That's him.
Oh.
So, Stage 28 in Hollywood was built for his most famous movie, Phantom of the Opera. Like, they did a whole rebuilding of the set. It was a huge deal. A black cloaked stranger was seen on catwalks, on balconies. This was reported by so many different people, so many different employees, so many different areas and places where he was in that Stage 28. The security guards stopped responding to the calls. They were like, oh, that's Lon. Okay, ignore it. It's Lon again. They're just accepting that there's a ghost there.
So, hear me out. Because I know Universal can be big trolls. Okay? Big trolls. What if they, like, in secret, they hire somebody to, like, go around and just play these parts as, like...
I feel like we could do... But, okay, they couldn't do ghosts of Universal.
Okay,
because, you know, they're team members that died. But, like,
right.
Lon Chaney, we could do lore of Lon Chaney.
I mean, hey, he is in the monster store. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I feel like he was looking at me sometimes, but...
All right, and then we're going to bring it back to Universal Orlando.
Okay, well, I just want to say one thing first.
Okay.
One thing I have yet, and don't jump on me, but I have to watch Phantom of the Opera. I really do. I only know about a little bit of it just because I did a little bit of research on what was coming inside the store, and I read a little bit of that story.
Oh, okay.
But actually seeing any of the play, is there a movie out on Phantom of the Opera?
Yeah, that's what Stage 28 was built for.
So, see, I actually have to watch it. Yeah, I've never seen it, but I should probably watch it to get, like, the full picture of it.
Yeah. Well, so Universal Studios Florida has a new, it's called Universal Monsters store. And it's in Sahara Traders, where the Mummy used to pop you out into the gift shop. But they're refurbishing Mummy until, it says late summer 2022, which, honestly, it's hot here until December, so I don't know when it's coming back.
So I'm gonna assume sometime around August.
I would probably say September, just because kids will be back in school. It may be like a Labor Day weekend thing where they're gonna reopen the Mummy for that busy 3-day weekends.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I don't know, but so that store's gonna be there. They've got the Phantom of the Opera in there. They have the creature from the Black Lagoon. They've got Dracula, the Invisible Man, the werewolf, and Frankenstein, and Frankenstein's monster, and Bride of Frankenstein. Bride of Frankenstein's monster.
I really like the mummy one in there. The mummy was really cool. I really like that one.
Yeah, there was a mummy. He's in his sarcophagus. You can take a picture with him. But then out front, there's like a mummy coming unwrapped with like gory skin hanging from him and stuff. I
didn't really care too much for that one.
But I'm surprised they put that out there and that they're leaving it there, because stuff like that during Halloween Horror Nights is usually covered because there's children.
Well, it's Universal.
But yeah, no, I know it's Universal and it's a monster store. So
yeah, Universal like you can handle this. If you can handle the mummy, you can handle this.
But not everybody would go and ride the mummy because it was a little scary.
Well, they're gonna give them a little taste of what's outside.
They're like, warning, this is worse inside.
So much worse inside.
The Phantom of the Opera is super creepy though.
Yeah?
Yeah. The way he's just like, yeah. All right. So we've got one more, and this one is in the Shrek Building. So when Universal Studios opened in 1990, it was a tribute. Hang on, I have it written down. It was called Alfred Hitchcock, The Art of Making Movies. It closed quietly in 2003. Then Shrek replaced it.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. It was in the same building, and so now they're saying Alfred Hitchcock haunts the Shrek Building. Now, the Shrek is closed now.
so he's gonna be there to haunt something else now, is what I'm assuming.
Yeah. So there were many team member reports of doors shutting on their own when they were doing when they would come in the morning and start to turn on the lights and everything. Pinocchio would all of a sudden just start kicking his legs ferociously.
No.
Nothing was on.
Better transfer me the moment I saw that. I want to transfer. Like, well, you can't. Well, I quit.
I want to work in the Betty Boop store.
Please. Please.
So they have to do a run through every morning of the Shrek show to make sure, the seats are working, that they go, like this and can jostle you, and the screen's working. Universal is like Tales of the Crypt. Do you remember watching Tales of the Crypt?
Sadly.
That scared the crap out of me when I was a kid.
Sadly, I did.
Gosh.
Sadly.
So every team member that was interviewed said that the back row was creepy. But one person specifically said that when they did in the pits, I'm a real boy.
I can't.
Alfred Hitchcock has been waiting for you to make this joke since he died in 1980. So congratulations. Pew, pew.
You win it.
But so one team member specifically said that the back row, whenever they would run the show first thing in the morning. So do you remember how when you go and you sit in Shrek, it's like the old-timey movie theater seats where you have to flip them down and put your butt in them to stay down. When you get up, they just flip right back up, right? They said in the back row, there was one seat that every morning when they did the run-through would go down. When the show was done, it would go back up.
So, don't get me wrong. I would want to sit in that seat just to see. I would want to sit there.
They said they saw Alfred walking just across the theater sometimes. After they turn, usher the last people out. One team member said that as she was ushering out the last of the guests, have a good night, have a good night. The doors closed, she turned around and all the lights went out.
I claim nothing from that building. This is exactly what I would have said.
I don't want to sit there. I don't want to go back in that building. I didn't know this. I knew I didn't like the ride because it hurt my body. I was like, oh.
I claim nothing from this. I claim nothing.
A few of the team members have said that they have to say hi to Alfred every morning when they go in, or the ride will have problems all day long. And when they closed, so they had two theaters. They closed the second one, I want to say in the fall of last year, just to start the construction. After they did the Case Files Halloween Horror Nights house, they just started the construction right away. They didn't reopen that second theater. They were just running on the one theater until December 31st or June 3rd or whatever it was. When they started demolishing that second theater, they said Alfred was pissed that day that they started destroying it.
He was mad?
And they had problems all day in the first theater. seats flipping up and down, lights going on and off, the show's stopping, freezing on the screen, seats not moving, the Pinocchio wasn't working, the pigs weren't talking, like, a lot of stuff happened, so.
These ghosts want a good morning.
Yeah, that's like what we talked about in the Haunted Mansion, how you have to say hi, or Pirates. Was it Pirates or Haunted Mansion? No, there's a little boy in the Haunted Mansion you have to say hi to, and there's somebody in Pirates of the Caribbean you have to say hi to in the morning, too. So.
I remember Pirates. I remember you talking about Pirates.
So it sounds like all of these ghosts just want to...
They just want to be remembered.
Right.
They all want to be remembered. Well, it's so weird because we can't really find any good conspiracy stories on Universal. That we had to dig deep. We actually had to dig a little deep to try to find whatever we could. Well,
I mean, Disney's easier to find, I think, because they've been around longer.
True.
And it was just like one guy and a bunch of theories about him started all the rumors, you know? But it's really hard to find stuff on Universal.
Oh my gosh. Well, right before we went live, I was looking at a YouTube video. It was about Jaws. Jaws. They said, so what they were saying was a lot of people thought that the reason why it went down because of a lot of technical problems. When actually it's because people were dying from the ride.
Wait, what?
People were dying from Jaws.
On that very first day that it opened?
So before it opened, they had to go down there and check all the wiring and stuff like that, right?
Right.
Well, for some reason, the power was on and it electrocuted every last one of those divers who was down there. And so they had bodies floating in the water. And they didn't realize it until a second crew came through and they realized, hey, there's people floating on top of the water because the power was left on.
Wait. So a ride vehicle went through with passengers on it and they just thought it was part of the show?
No. This was before it opened up.
Oh, okay.
No. Oh, I'm getting there too.
Okay. So before it even opened to the public, already 4 or 5 divers gone?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be checking the wiring. But for some reason it was left on and they were electrocuted.
See, this is why we drain Jurassic Park River Adventure. This is why we drain Splash Mountain. This is why we drain the water rides when we work on them now. And y'all want to complain about the walls being up, but no. This is why.
And another one.
People are dying. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
It is true. It's not true. I mean, I don't know. It was a rumor. But hey.
I mean, if you got first-hand accounts, I would say it's not just a rumor.
Another one is there was this guy. He was like, "It's my time," and he was just spitting all kind of religious things.
He was a passenger on the ride.
Yeah, he was on the ride,
and he starts saying all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she was like, and so he ended up jumping in the water, and he started struggling from there. So I'm assuming the dude couldn't really swim. He was a weak swimmer. I'm assuming. And the guests were like, get him back in the boat. And this was around the time that the shark thing was supposed to be coming up. So they saw the shark, and they said like the shark was off path a little bit, like it was heading towards the guy.
How does a shark get off of a path?
That's what they were saying. But then so they got the guy, so the guests were able to grab him, and right before they're about to pull him in the boat, it caught one of his legs, like the jaws. I guess it caught one of his legs and closed down, and left a huge gash in there. But
wait, I don't remember the Jaws shark like chomping. I remember his open mouth like coming out of the water.
Right. Well, I'm assuming it happened in the shed. No, not real sharks. It was all mechanic sharks.
So this is a mechanical shark that all of a sudden changed course and bit this guy's leg.
Yeah. Apparently it clamped down.
That was those 4 or 5 dudes in the water that died. And they were like, get this crazy guy out of here.
It was like, they said once it clamped down, it left a huge gash in his leg, but by the time he made it to the hospital, he had already passed.
Oh my, he lost all his blood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he pretty much bled out. And so, of course, they closed the ride down for about a week, and then it was back up and running.
Oh my gosh.
About those 5 divers, yeah, it was closed down for a little bit, and then it opened back up within a week, and then no one else heard about it. So almost like it's almost like the plane that was swept under the rug. The guy on the plane, that was pretty much basically what happened with that. Apparently there was a couple more injuries that happened on it as well. With the team members were going through, and someone else ended up getting injured on the ride. One of the boat ended up malfunctioning, and
So
they were left stranded out there.
Issues.
Just issues throughout the whole thing. And so what happened was the team members started catching on. They was like, you know what, I don't want to do this. They wanted transferred out. So they ended up started transferring out, but the ones that were left there was like, no, I refuse. I'd rather stay on this ride. I want to keep doing this. Like, I like this ride.
Where was this located?
Orlando.
No.
Oh,
Where was the Jaws ride? Was it where the Hogwarts train is now?
Yeah, Harry Potter took up that area where Jaws was located.
Because I've heard from people I used to work at Universal also, that the Hogwarts Express is haunted. And I'm wondering if it's these same guys that are haunting the Hogwarts Express. Because team members are told not to talk about it anymore because they couldn't get anybody to work there because of doors closing and figures and shadows. And so team members were talking behind the scenes about this. And they were expressly told by their managers, do not talk about the ghost anymore. Don't talk about the paranormal activity. If we hear about it, you were fired. Because they couldn't get anybody to stay.
Right. And so what happened there was they did a clean house. They moved everybody out or either fired them. And then they brought in a whole new crew.
That didn't know anything
Didn't know anything about it. So they just brought them in to work.
I would be so mad. I would be like, you brought me in here.
That's the reason why they didn't tell you. It's a whole new crew. So, yes, again, these are all... I'm quitting. So these were all just rumors, and I'm assuming some part of that was true. Maybe with the divers part, when... That's very much possible. I don't know how it was left on, but that's very much possible.
That's great. Well, because so there's this building that says Amity Island on it. Mm-hmm. Right, there's like a walkway, alleyway in between. Hey, demon, it's your boy.
My gosh. You're going to be the only one talking to that demon.
See, this is how they attach themselves. You got to stop. You can't. We're gonna talking to it.
We're gonna leave you with the demon.
I'm dead. Stop. But no, it says Amity Island, and then right across from it is the King's Cross station. So I'm assuming that if you would have walked down that road, that's where the Jaws ride was, which is now Nocturne Alley, Diagon Alley, and the Hogwarts Express.
Yeah, they ended up taking that out, but supposedly because it kept malfunctioning and stuff like that, it was replaced, and why they always had to close it down to work on it for maintenance. Supposedly. So, but yeah, that was supposed to be the thing. Why? Yeah, I just saw that one. I was like, not right now. And he was like, we gotta go live, and I'm like, not right now.
Oh, you just found the Jaws one?
Yeah. Dang. Yeah, I was into it. Like, I was sucked into that.
Man, I feel like, how is the weather like in Orlando this time of year? Well, I'll tell you what. We were supposed to be on a Mardi Gras float right now.
Wait, is that right now?
Right now. It was at 7:15. Wow. It was raining, windy, and about 51 degrees. And so we are not on that parade float. Yeah,
so our winter starts after December.
Yeah, our winter's like
mid-January?
Like January 10th through February 30th. Any time of January, February.
April. Push that back to April. Just push it back to April.
Oh yeah, March sometimes gets a little...
Yeah, push it back to April.
But it's just, at night, it can feel like it's in the 30s. And there's just some weird spitting rain, sideways wind. And then all of a sudden, in the middle of the day, like yesterday, we were at Universal in our coats and scarves and hats. And then 2:30 rolls around, the clouds disperse, the sun comes out, and it's 82, and now we're sweating. So if you're coming this time of year, definitely wear layers, for sure.
Yeah, for the morning, wear some pants and If you're from up, maybe just
a t-shirt, a light sweater.
By noon, you're gonna be burning up and be like, "Oh, I gotta take this off."
Yep.
Or just bring a backpack.
And put your sweater in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're one of those that carries around a backpack all day.
Yeah.
That's what I do. All right, it is.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Oh, man. Right click. Right click.
Right click? Is it right click?
No, it's those 3 dots.
Sorry, little face. You gotta go. Sorry. I don't even know how do you even... Oh, you know what?
All right.
I am under the wrong thing. That is not how you get rid of that person. How you pull up the chat?
Live chat.
Live chat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hold up. I got this. Remove. Put user in timeout.
No, we just gotta remove it.
Sorry. You can't be on here doing that.
No. And one more.
Remove. Hey, look, we've got a couple of spams.
All right. Thanks, Angie. We got spams.
We appreciate you. Let's see here.
Don't. Yeah, add, yeah.
All right.
All right.
In the pit, if you're still in here, just know that
in the pit, you're he got it.
Yeah.
Right.
We're gonna leave that up to you if that happens.
All right. What? Somebody said something. You've made it now. You've been spammed.
We've been spammed.
Oh my gosh. Oh wait, John said, LOL. You guys got any other time slots to be on it? We do have one. Oh, thanks for subscribing in the pit. Yeah,
late.
We do have another time slot. I think it was March 11th? March 8th. No, I think it was 1 month after. It was March 8th.
Yeah, I remember doing one more.
Right, because we have we've got some dental appointments, and with the weather and with work being crazy, we're a little understaffed at both locations, and we didn't know what And now I'm glad that we made them a month apart.
Yeah, for something like this.
Something as in today.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen the sun since yesterday around 4 p.m. So it's just been a gross day. Views are views, Angie said.
You're right.
We don't want those views. That's not this kind of channel. I'll take the views. But no comments.
No comments. Yeah.
Just move along. No hates, all love. It's just not that kind of channel.
I agree.
Yeah.
But it's...
This isn't Nights After Dark.
No. But what were we talking about? It was the parade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it started raining. And so I'm assuming they don't do the parade if it's raining.
What's the lowest temperature been so far this year? It was 31.
Yeah, what?
And there was just a little layer of like sprinkling snow stuck to cars. And everybody was freaking out. It was crazy. And then all the snow was gone by like 8:40 in the morning. So
it didn't last very long.
Not long.
No, it was a little cold though.
Tonight's
not a little cold.
Tonight's supposed to be cold. But...
Oh my gosh, I'm so done. Like I'm saying this now, like I'm so done. I don't want any more of this. But
I'm thankful for it now because it might not be after dark, but it is nights.
I mean, my God, there's so many cool names.
Crestview got to 21 so far. Oh my gosh.
This is why we don't live there no more.
No, we don't live there anymore. Yeah. Y'all have the chance of snow, and we have the chance of a little bit of frost.
Well, when y'all come down, we got you.
So I wish we had January and February's weather in October, November, December. Like, I wish it was actually fall weather in the fall time. But no, it's so hot all the way to Christmas. You might have like one little spurt there of like 3 or 4 days where it's like, it's winter, it's 50 degrees. But no, it's just hot.
Oh no, yeah, Santa's down here like full on,
Santa's
tank tops. I'm gonna say bathing shorts.
Bathing shorts, like 1940s bathing shorts.
Possibly, maybe Santa wants to wear spandex, but this is where he comes to vacation.
It was gorgeous in Iowa today, like 42.
Wait, 42 is a heat wave?
That's your high? Wow.
That's a heat wave?
I'm so sorry.
What?
Come to Orlando soon.
Oh man, you're gonna bake it. Oh my gosh.
No. So we see all these people in the pool and stuff, and it's 55 degrees here, and they're at the hotel in their pool, and we're like...
And we get this so many times while we're working. I'm like, oh yeah, we're from the north, we're used to it. I'm like,
good for you, man.
We hear that all the time.
I'm dying. I'm so cold.
It's like, we're not used to this. We're not okay. Okay. But we're happy that you're enjoying yourselves.
Yeah. It was minus 16 last week. Well, you know what? 42 is a heck of an improvement then.
It really is. It really is. Wow. So I can see why you come down here in like shorts and shirt and it's like, oh, this is nothing.
It's fine. It's not minus 16.
I am going to be a popsicle whenever we go up north.
I feel like after you hit 0, it all feels the same. Honestly, it's just, it gets colder. It's not like, it doesn't feel any colder. It's just, you could die sooner the lower it gets.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to die the moment not even like half my body, but just like a little toe.
A little toe.
Like a little toe of mine is
just
going to...
Got on a plane in January and it was negative 55 with the wind chill.
Did they say negative?
Yeah. With the wind chill. Yeah. It for sure.
That's negative.
What? Yeah, negative. Because if it's, like negative 15 or whatever, and then the wind gets going.
Man, I thought, like, almost, I'm like, hey, give me a glass of...
Negative 15, yeah.
My gosh. Oh, no. She said it could feel colder.
It can feel colder? That's crazy.
See, look, I want to experience snow, but not like that. Not like that.
Think the crowds will be crazy at Universal the weekend after next week. Yes. It's a 3-day weekend, and that's the first chance a lot of families will get to come down.
Oh, yeah.
For that. They'll like pull their kids out of school Friday and Tuesday, and then they'll make it like a 5-day thing.
Mm-hmm. And it's Mardi Gras.
And it's Mardi Gras.
Who's playing the weekend after this weekend?
The 21st?
Is it the 21st? I think it's the 21st. Yeah. Huh.
I don't know.
Let's see who's playing, because depends. It also depends on that too, which I have a feeling either way, everyone that they got is pretty big.
Yeah. And
everyone's excited to see. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, it's gonna be busy. What, at least when is the next break? I don't think there's a break after this.
The 3-day weekend, and then the first week of March is gonna start a lot of universities' spring breaks. Mm-hmm. And they just go all the way through March. April is weird because you do have, like public school systems do their spring break, like that last week of March, first week of April, or a lot of schools are just giving a little break in March, and then they're going to have a full-fledged spring break for Easter, the 2 weeks surrounding Easter. So honestly, March and April, it's going to be crazy because Easter is so late this year. It's on the 17th of April.
Wow.
Right.
So this is...
Eskimo Cowboy needs to play at Mardi Gras. I feel like Eskimo Cowboy would be great for maybe like a Halloween Horror Nights event.
Maybe a Hard Rock area?
A Hard Rock.
But maybe not Universal.
Bare Naked Ladies and Styx is going to be here that weekend for Mardi Gras.
I remember hearing a lot of people talking about that they're excited for Styx.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, I am. We're not going to it.
But yeah, Sunday's going to definitely be crazy. Because, again, it's Styx.
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday are crazy. And also, on Saturday and Sundays only, on concert nights only, they sell the Blinky Cups, which are refillable alcoholic beverage cups.
I'm mad.
Refills are cheaper with the Blinky Cups, and they're bigger too. So I think it's like 18 ounces of liquor when you first purchase it, and then... Or 12, it's a big 12 or 15,
so
16.
It's a bigger cup?
It is a bigger cup. We went yesterday to Mardi Gras and we got
scammed. Well, I got you. Yeah, you can talk about it, but I'm going to show y'all.
So we tried to buy the Blinky Cup and they said, I'm sorry, we only sell those on concert nights. And I was like, well, we're going to get a couple of drinks today. And they were like, wait, we have a refillable cup. It's a color changing cup. And I was like, really, sir? Really?
So I don't know.
What is this? This is my juice cup.
Maybe they're like super limited on their cups.
Well, that's what he said. He said that they only are selling the actual big Blinky Cups on concert nights because they couldn't order as much as they wanted to, so they had to limit them. But so those big Blinky Cups with the discounted refills are only available on concert nights. So weekends are going to be busy and maybe a little crazy. I know, right? This is like when I was a kid and we used to have a cup in the bathroom and you could rinse your mouth out, for brushing your teeth. This was it. This is like those IKEA cups. And then, but it is cool. It's a color changing straw and cup.
So I will say they did switch up the tasting this year. So it's not like a tasting card you get. It's more like a gift card that you get to use. And it's like, what, $150?
Okay, hang on.
What?
So how does Mardi Gras work? Went last year in March. I think it was on a Sunday, and most of the food booths were closed. Food booths don't open until 11:30. So if you were there early in the morning, you may have not just... They weren't open yet. This year... Yeah, last year we had the lanyard.
Yeah, we had the lanyard.
It was called like a tasting lanyard, and you would just get a punch for each thing that you got, and it was like $65, and you got 12 items. This year it's just a gift card.
Yeah.
But it's a discounted gift card. You get $75 worth of food and bev for $65, or you can get $150 worth of food and bev for $120. Plus, you can use your annual pass holder discounts on food purchases, not alcohol, because that doesn't apply to alcohol. So there's no discount when you buy the gift card, like annual pass holder. It's just the normal,
right?
150 for 120, 75 for 65.
Yeah, because he said that's already at a discounted.
Right. So no double discounts as far as annual pass holder goes. But it's a good deal. You can use it at Toothsome.
Oh.
If you want to go and get you some, what do you love there? Tachos?
Oh yeah, love tachos.
Yeah.
It's very great. I definitely suggest going with that if you're going to do the Mardi Gras thing. It helps you keep track of what you're spending.
Right. So if your bank notifies you every time you swipe your card, this is a way to keep your bank from notifying you. They're going to notify you once that you have spent, get the big one, get the $120 card,
Right.
And then it's super easy to just go to the booths now and they just swipe your gift card.
Oh man. I mean, we went to a pretty good bit of them when we were doing it, right?
Yeah, we went around. I think we missed a couple of booths though.
Yeah, we missed a couple just because we didn't really see what we liked.
Where were they at?
But
were they back there in the kids zone?
Well, I have a feeling there might have been one or two back there.
Dang.
Maybe. I think we've been to all of them, but we didn't try all of them.
No, we didn't. I was underwhelmed at Toothsome. It was good, but not what I expected for the price. A lot of the price is paying for the experience, and it really depends on what you get. So, did you guys try the gumbo at Universal? I've heard it's worth a try.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
But I'm going to.
We are going back to do another gift card purchase tasting around the place. We tried the Twisted Tater with the, what was it, like the Cajun cheese, the spicy cheese. So,
yes, it was the Twisted Tater and Dewey queso.
And Dewey queso, but it had like the Nathan's hot dog in there too. So, does any tier of the annual pass holder give you the discount, or is it the two higher tiers? It's the two higher tiers, and they're like ranked.
Yeah, I was like, and then those go in tiers,
right?
On the discounts,
right?
I think the premier gets 20.
Well, it depends on the time of the year and location. Sometimes they'll run a special. It just depends. And sometimes Premier Pass holders gets access to things sooner than preferred. Like I know with the Velocicoaster and the garage sale signups. So I think it's worth it to get the top tier. We are coming down. Oh, there they are again.
What? Oh, yes, because I didn't block them on.
Why didn't you block them?
I thought I. Oh no, I removed the comment.
You just removed it.
Wait, hold up. Wait. I want to see. In the pit, you're up.
Oh, you got him blocked.
Oh man, you're. All right, so In the Pit is actually one of my.
That's our moderator.
Yeah, he's moderator, but also best friend. So he's. There
we go. All right, Jeremy says we're coming down without kids for Valentine's Day.
Well.
Looking forward to the food.
Ready.
I think, so Valentine's Day, you're having dental work done.
Sadly, I thought my appointment was this Monday, and I got up, it was super early. I got up, getting ready. I was like, all right, let's do this thing. And I looked down at the text message and it said the 14th and not this week.
So, I mean, but we could still go and taste our way around Mardi Gras.
Oh, yeah, we're still going to do it.
Because you could get, like, gumbo and,
oh, my God, it's so good.
muffaletta and stuff. So, soft stuff.
Right.
And also drinks.
I will say, we've actually been to Bubba Gump's a few times, and I've enjoyed their gumbo.
Their gumbo's pretty good.
Their gumbo is amazing. With some garlic bread, oh, my God, it's the thing.
How do you think the prices of... wisdom teeth? No, just molars. And so you started getting dental work done right before the pandemic, like January. We moved down here in September. Live stream after dental work could be entertaining.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, it's Valentine's Day. But so he went and he got his tooth drilled out. They put him on antibiotics. And they were like, okay, we're going to finish the root canal whenever, you finish these antibiotics. And,
yes, so that didn't have, like, they were in the middle of doing the root canal. And then they was like, okay, so we're going to come back next week to do this.
And then all of a sudden, everything was closed.
Yeah, everything shut down.
That was like March 10th. You had 10 days of antibiotics. And so the March 20th was your date to go back. And then everything was closed March 17th.
Yep, and the next year... I gave them a call and they were like, okay, so everything, the office is not open yet, but we'll start giving call backs.
This was September, October
they
of
open
2020. And they were like, we're not quite open yet. We'll give you a call back. He called back in December and they were like, hey, so we're open, but we're taking people from, before and we're going to do it on a case by case and we'll call you back. And then it was, summer of 2021.
Never got a call back.
Never got a call back. So had to find a new dentist. And,
oh, wait, no, they did call back. They was like, how are you feeling? That was it.
A year later, how are you feeling?
I'm not going to name the dentist
yeah. So now we're trying to catch up on all the dental work, and it's just gotten a little worse. And so...
So, yeah, this one's actually pretty good. When they were doing the root canal, after I'd taken a couple of headache medicine and stuff like that, I was okay. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be good in the long run.
I don't know though. Mardi Gras is so loud. I don't know. Your head would.
I'll be alright. Yeah. I told him it was incomplete, and he was like, "No worries, we'll got you. We'll get you taken care of." And they just went to work. It was just.
Yeah, I've never met him, but I like him.
So far, he's a really good dentist. I'm liking it. I don't have one bad experience when I called and there was a guy. The guy picked up and he was like, oh, no, I legit I was silent for a second because I couldn't tell whether it was gonna go to voicemail. We're like this,
and I was like, he picked up and didn't say anything.
Right, and I was like, and he was like, hello. I'm like, did I call the right place?
Is this someone's personal phone?
And I was like, yeah. So I was just trying to see about getting my appointment rescheduled. Can I do that? And he was like, yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm like, so he was that was the only bad experience I had. But other than that, everyone that called was pretty good.
Dentists scare me, but I finally found a good one that makes me comfortable. I think you just have to find that good one.
Yeah, he was really cool. He loved to make jokes. He loved to make jokes while he's working on my teeth. I'm like, listen.
Stop making me laugh while you're in my mouth.
Let me just get it done first, and then we can talk after.
Nothing. Oh man. We got off topic big time.
We did.
We did.
I mean, we kind of covered everything.
Yeah.
That we know of so far. We're gonna find more soon here. Some other conspiracies.
I feel like we should go off of theme park.
Oh
next
yeah.
Time and
go a little off.
Talk about other stuff.
Other conspiracies.
Yes. I'm gonna talk about Bigfoot. A lot of places answer the phone like that, and I'm like,
what am I supposed to say? How am I supposed to start this conversation off?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would never. I worked as the office person, the person that answered the phones for a realtor, and you have to be professional as soon as you answer the phone. Like,
Right.
I can't. Why would you answer the phone like?
Like, thank you for calling so and
Hello?
so. You know, like this is blah 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 or something. You know,
So
something.
it's like when you pull up to McDonald's and they're like, "What you want?" and you're like, "Hi."
You're like,
chicken nuggets.
Like I felt like we were both saying like, okay, who's gonna talk
Who's
first,
gonna
or
go
like,
first?
is this
Yes.
a bill collector? Like, you gonna say something?
She says, "I call people for a living. Most don't answer as the company. Why would you not?
Okay.
Why would you not answer as the company? You're representing the company."
Right. Well, when I used to host, like when the phone rings and then they answer, but I won't hear anything first. Like I don't even know if they actually picked up. But once I hear don't hear the ring anymore, like I'm like, okay, I know they're on. I think they're on. So I'll give it a few seconds.
And then you say, "Hello, thank you for calling, blah, blah, blah."
Right. They'll be like, hello? And I'm like, hello, yeah, thank you for calling, blah, 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 you know, or thank you for calling. Or like...
right, thank you for calling the restaurant I work at.
Right. And so it's...
That's crazy.
Sometimes they'll be like, this is me. I'm like, I'm not a bill collector. I'm just confirming some stuff here. That's all.
That's funny.
And they'll start laughing. But
people laugh at my customer service voice. I picked up the phone one time, and you weren't there that day.
Give everybody your customer service voice.
Oh, you want to hear my customer service voice? Hi, thank you for calling the restaurant I work at. This is Deidre. How can I help you?
Oh my gosh. That doesn't even sound like her.
But if somebody's being mean to me, I will hit them with that voice too. Like I'll be like, "Hey, how you guys doing? You know, welcome in." And they'll be like,
That's what I'm used to.
"Your restroom is filthy." And I'm like, "I am so sorry about that. Let me help you. I'm going to get someone on that right away." I've got the same customer service voice.
Everybody's got to have that customer service voice somehow. But this is how I talk, so I don't like...
You just talk the same all the time.
I only have one.
I have like 20 different voices, depending on how you treat me. And then I'm going to give you that voice. You know you're in trouble whenever I'm like, "What? Can I help you with?" "Uh-huh. Oh, that's crazy." If you get the "oh, that's crazy," you know you messed up.
Dang, that's crazy.
Dang, that's crazy.
Dang. Alright, but yeah,
All right, we're gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, it's been fun. If y'all have some stuff y'all would like for us to find out,
If you have an idea of what you want us to talk about next,
yeah,
I'm definitely gonna talk about Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
I'm a Bigfoot believer.
I'm a UFO.
UFO?
UFO being anything from like...
My boss was like, "Wow, that's a customer service voice," after just starting.
Right, but like give it like a week or two and then be like, "Oh, so this is your real voice." So what I heard wasn't you. But that was you. Yeah. All right, but yeah.
We'll see you real soon. Thank you for checking with us. Leave your comments down below on what you want us to talk about next. Bigfoot, UFOs, Avril Lavigne is a clone.
Oh, by the way.
She is a clone. Oh, did any of those closed rides reopen yet? Mummy is still down. Bilge Rat Barge reopened, but now Ripsaw Falls is down. Jurassic Park did reopen after the refurb just last weekend. So, zombies.
That will not be happening.
Why would we talk about
if anybody's going to be talking about that, it will not be me. It'll be her. But I will never.
But zombies isn't a conspiracy theory. It's a horror theme.
No. Oh, well. Bath salts, but we're not going to get into that.
Bath salts?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to look into this.
Yes, that turns people into zombies.
I thought it just killed them. Tupac?
Oh. You know, I don't want to. I want to jump into that right now, but
no, not yet. Next time.
No, but yes, I am a big UFO person when it comes to like, oh, we saw this, and I'm like, oh no, that's CGI. Now, I know that's CGI, but then like I see some others, and I'm like,
yes,
it could be.
In the pit, you know why? Yeah, because he hates zombies. That's why we don't ever talk about them.
Never.
You'll
never hear me talk about zombies.
That's the one rule. We can never talk about it.
No.
I watched World War Z the other day.
We don't talk about zombies.
I had a night off from work. They called me and Alf.
What are we talking about?
Alf. Wait, what is the conspiracy theory behind Alf?
Alf.
I know who Alf is.
Who's Alf?
The weird looking long nosed like puppet, the brown guy.
Okay, because like look, I was here for a second.
Alf.
Alf. You keep saying Alf like I'm gonna get it.
Alf. 80s sitcom, right? But what's the conspiracy theory around Alf?
Alf.
It's Alf. I don't know what to tell you.
Like you keep saying Alf, like I want to get it. I don't know Alf.
He's an alien life form. Oh.
Do you get it?
I get it now. That's why his name is Alf. I was very little then, okay? I was very little. Conspiracy theory that Darius is a clone of Childish Gambino. Oh. He doesn't even look like him anymore. Because he's bald.
You know, let's keep this hat on. Let's keep this hat on.
Okay, we're going to go. We have to go get chicken from Publix.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do. We have to get some dinner.
Yeah.
In a bit. I see you on Fortnite later.
Thanks for being a moderator in the pit. We're going to see you at Fortnite later.
All right, well, it's been fun, y'all. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
Bye. Thanks for checking with us. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, man.
He said, see you later. You got to hit the X.
There's the X.